Bucky's Basement. Bucky's Basement.
Let me be the first to say welcome to Season 3 of Bucky's Basement Podcast. I'm Bucky, and as always in the basement with me today, I have Old Boy.
I'm here.
And Juicebox.
It's called an illusion. A trick is something, well, a whore does for money.
And we are back with a bigger and better season of Bucky's Basement. We have a couple of different episode types for you. One we will be covering today, which is our Casting Cage episode. We are reviewing movies, Nic Cage movies in chronological order. We are up to year 2007. We also have Fast Pitch, where we write movies in 15 minutes. We will alternate those episodes every other week for your enjoyment. We are bringing on big guests for this season. Speaking of that, episode 1 of season 3, we are covering the 2007 movie Next, featuring Nicolas Cage. And correct. This week we have brought on to do a short interview on the movie and her past and everything else, Miss Bonnie Page. Psychic, medium. It has everything to do with Next.
Clairvoyant.
We are super excited about this, and she is going to be featured in an interview in this podcast. So make sure you stick around because it was a fun time talking to Bonnie Page.
Yeah, well, it was nice talking to Bonnie. I'm glad she made it.
Back with our episode of Casting Cage to kick off season 3, episode 1. First of all, we started with a honeymoon in this town, and then we left this town, and then we crashed a plane into this town.
Yep.
And now we are a part-time, broke-ass third...
magician.
Yeah, third, hotel magician. This is he's a magician in a motel that would be downtown,
Fairmont Street.
No, that's not it, is it?
It is
Fremont
Fremont Street.
Fremont?
He'd be like a Fremont Street magician.
Yeah.
I would even say he's like an airport hotel magician.
It was an empty house.
Oh, man. My God. Is he a Nashville airport musician? I'm sorry.
That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, right.
But this week we were talking about 2007's Next. It has a 6.2 on IMDb, which is pretty high to me. It has a 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, which kind of makes sense. We have dove into, and we told you coming out of season 2 that we were on the rise for Nic Cage, but this could be the fall.
Why would we say that?
Because, he was kicking it off, and then now, this is the getting paid movies. This week we're talking about Next. The director is Lee Tamahori. Lee Tamahori specializes in sequels other than Mulholland Falls, which I thought was a pretty good movie when I was growing up.
Don't remember.
I think my parents maybe watched it. It's a little slow. He did Along Came a Spider, which is a sequel to Kiss the Girls in that series.
Yeah, you're right.
He did Die Another Day, which is a
continuing
007 movie.
Okay.
He did XXX State of the Union, which is a sequel to XXX. I don't even know what that is.
It's that Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And that's about all I've ever heard of him.
Yeah, I didn't recognize some stuff. He did get some awards for other films I haven't seen.
Yeah, and he directed a couple random episodes of Sopranos and some other TV here and there too.
Okay. And that's the director of this film. Before we get into the cast, Old Boy, tell us, do you have the budget and gross of this film? And then do you have what else we could have seen in April of 2007 when this came out?
Yeah, the budget was a whopping $78 million, and it grossed $76 million, which means it was a flop.
So is that a flop or is that a wash?
That is a flop.
Yeah, it didn't even break even.
Yeah.
Only lost $2 million seems great for Nic Cage movies at this time.
Well, I feel also I don't think it's only lost $2 million because they don't ever factor in advertising and other marketing. Shit like that into that. That's probably how much it just cost to make the movie. That's not how much the studio spent to promote it and do whatever.
Oh, that's
gotcha.
Yeah, so flop.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So it opened third, and it opened on April 27th, 2007. You could have gone to see Disturbia Have y'all heard of that?
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, is that right?
Is that the horror next door neighbor horror?
It sounds familiar.
Something like that. I feel like
The Invisible, Fracture, Blades of Glory, Hot Fuzz.
I feel like The Invisible and Fracture seem to be like in that same universe
Maybe.
as the one where Bruce Willis is on a train and him and Morgan Freeman like go through Unbreakable. And
Okay.
then all that stuff. But
The Condemned, Vacancy, Meet the Robinsons, in the Land of Women, Kicking It Old School, Are We Done Yet, Wild Hogs. I mean, dude, I don't know
Nick
if I've
Cage was
seen
in this movie.
I don't know if I've seen any of these.
Yeah,
well,
I saw Hot
Fuzz
Fuzz in the theater.
it's like this is a bad time for movies.
Dude, not
April
good.
2007.
Grindhouse was still out, and 300, and some movie called Shooter.
Okay.
So, yeah, dude, maybe it's just a bad time for movies in general.
Fair enough. Let's get into the cast of next. Well, obviously, we're here each and every week on Casting Cage for our Lord and Savior of film, Nicolas Cage. He plays Chris Johnson, a.k.a. Frank Cadillac, in this movie. He can see 2 minutes into the future and also does really shitty magic.
Do you guys think
like the most basic magic.
You think he spent 2 weeks learning magic tricks?
God, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
Jessica Biel is the love interest in this movie. She plays Liz Cooper, and
I honestly didn't think there was going to be a romance angle to this, but yeah, there's a romance angle.
there is.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel from Party of Seventh Heaven. Sorry, Seventh Heaven. She also is or was married to Justin Timberlake in a lot of films during this time, but has fallen off since, and we haven't seen her in a long time.
I looked at her filmography, man, and I don't think I've seen a lot of her movies.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. And then it's like I'm just like watching her in this movie. I'm like, I don't want to see a lot of her movies.
Right, yeah.
I had this guy I went to high school with, and I'm still friends with to this day, tells this story about how his family took him on vacation to this like all-inclusive resort, and he walked out onto the beach, and it was Jessica Biel on the beach. I mean, this was like high school, and they went in the water and made out. And this is the like big thing about Jessica Biel that I
Wow.
know.
That sounds like an old boy story.
Yeah.
Well, he still tells this story to this day. I still believe it. And anyway, also in this movie, Julianne Moore, who plays Callie Ferris,
Oh man,
FBI
did he say it was
agent.
from the future
Yeah,
also,
dude.
or did he?
Was he
didn't-
clairvoyant?
No, not 2 minutes from the future. Julianne Moore plays Callie Ferris, FBI agent in this movie. I'm just going to go ahead and get it out there. I don't think Julianne Moore is a good actress.
She was certainly phoning it in this movie, dude.
I don't think she's a good actress in anything. And I started to think back, and I was talking to Old Boy yesterday. I said, man, Big Lebowski, that like sequel where she's like Hannibal, like all these movies. I'm like, what is Julianne Moore bringing?
She's won lots of awards, but it's for stuff I've not
What
seen.
awards?
I don't know. I mean, I looked it up and I was like, okay, but it's movies I'm unfamiliar with.
I don't know. Other than Julianne Moore, what did you say the other was it the HBO thing?
No, it was Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. So, Old Boy, naked Julianne Moore is okay. Acting Julianne Moore, terrible.
See, I mean, yeah, I guess it was nice that she was naked in that movie, but she wasn't even that good in that movie. Like, I'm with you, man. I don't think that she's that good of an actor.
All right, Peter Falk. He plays Irv in this movie. He is basically your comfort. What'd you say? He's the Robert Duvall of Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, the car aspect, obviously.
Right.
But, like, he's just like your voice of reason. He's the old guy.
It was
He's
very
cooler.
it was unnecessary. His role is so small. I was like, why'd y'all wheel in Peter Falk for this movie? dude?
I wrote down almost the exact same note. I was
Yeah.
like, why is he even in this movie? Like, does he have some connection to the director or Nic Cage or like something
yeah.
about this movie that like he needed to be in it as like a an Easter egg or homage to something, or was it just like, let's roll out Peter Falk because he's barely alive?
Dude, he needs the work. Also, Tori Kittles, who I've never heard of, plays Kavanaugh, who is Julianne Moore's like little sidekick dude.
Okay.
Thomas Kreitzman plays Mr. Smith. He's the bad guy in this.
The bad guy, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, you really haven't heard of or seen any actor in this movie. So we're just going to say Nic Cage, Jessica Biel, Julianne Moore, they're the main build three in this film.
Correct. And that's who we're going to talk about because they're the only talkers.
It is. But and then we're going to get into the plot. But before we get into the plot of this movie, we have a segment where we have Juicebox read the plot that you can find online, and then we kick it back over to Juicebox for his version of this film in a segment we like to call
Plot by Juicebox.
A Las Vegas magician who can see into the future is pursued by FBI agents seeking to use his ability to prevent a nuclear terrorist attack.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mine, I guess maybe is a little spoilery, but that's okay. The FBI fails so hard at tracking a terrorist with a nuclear bomb that they have to resort to using a cheap magician with varying psychic powers to try to track it down. And guess what happens?
Can I do a real quick plot by Old Boy?
Yeah.
Clairvoyant Frank Cadillac uses his abilities to sleep with Jessica Biel.
I mean, right?
Yeah, like inappropriately.
I mean,
Because he's been like stalking her for a while, right? Or something?
Yeah,
Or,
in
like
his mind.
yeah,
yeah,
mind
dude.
stalking.
And I mean, if he can constantly live out the future, he knows the best possible way to get what he wants. And like, he uses that to better.
Yep. We are here each and every week because of Nicolas Cage. And
Talk to the FBI. They wanted this guy to save America.
And this week we are reviewing the movie Next. And before we get into the plot, everything that you want to know, our movie marriages, our taglines, our ratings, Bucky's establishing shot, which is a great one this week. We had a special guest on this podcast answer some questions for us because we are dealing with Chris Johnson, a.k.a. Frank Cadillac, who can see 2 minutes into the future. And he is going to save the world from a nuclear bomb that's about to go off in Las Vegas.
He's super reluctant to do it, too.
Yeah. So we want to know if this is accurate or if, you can actually see into the future. So we did some research. Old Boy went out and found Miss Bonnie Page, who is a psychic medium. And this week we had her on a call, and we want to play that call for you right now. We want to give you her rating and her idea of the movie Next, and then we want to talk to her a little bit about what is not possible in this world.
Yeah.
Before we get into this plot, so we know what's real and what's not, Miss Bonnie Page, take it away.
Sure. So I am a psychic medium. I was born this way. I'm a fourth generation. My mom was, my grandma, my great grandma. So by the time I was 4 or 5, I was walking around the house and I would see spirits, but they looked just like us. I could see them. That's called seeing clairvoyantly. I could see them. I could feel them. I could see angels. I've seen Jesus. I know the presence of God. It's always been kind of there for me.
Right.
And then I started actually giving readings, I say kind of late in life, because I always use my gift for myself, kind of like Nicolas Cage.
Okay,
in the
that
movie,
was a question of mine.
But I used the gift for myself until I heard the voice of God saying, little one, I need you to do more of this work. And I actually said, why? And he said, because the world's becoming darker and darker and we need more light.
Okay, yeah.
So I closed my salon that I owned, and I started Messages from Heaven. Okay. And that was like around 2012. And since then, I have been helping others, hopefully, with my gift. And my gift is meant for healing for everyone.
Well, that's a very noble cause. Yeah.
I have to ask this really quick. Is your gift available through Zoom, or do you have to be in person to like receive the messages? Like, for instance, my father passed away this year. So would I need to visit you to, communicate with him, or can I do it via Zoom like we're talking right now?
Yep. So we're all made up of energy, right, guys? We're all energy. And so that's what spirit is, too. We're energy. So I can connect to anybody in the spirit world, no matter where anybody else is. So I give readings on Zoom all across the country and in other countries by the WhatsApp. And then we can see them on Zoom as well. So it's really, I do Zoom, and I do have an in-person office because I do like that connection as well. Mm-hmm. But really it's from spirit through spirit, which is me. I'm just the middleman. And then to spirit, which is you or whoever my client is. Okay. So I can always hear, see, and feel the presence of a loved one in heaven.
Okay.
Wow.
So to answer your question, yes, Zoom, FaceTime. Some people work just on the phone. I'm also a spiritual counselor. I'm a Reiki master. I'm certified in the Akashic Records, which is the book of your life. So I do like to make kind of like we're doing now. I like to see someone's face. Sure. And
okay,
yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, you don't need to be in the same room.
All right, so in the movie, Nicolas Cage can see 2 minutes into the future. Is that realistic in any capacity?
I'm sitting over here kind of laughing because so what he was doing was he was saying, they were kind of predicting, right, his future, but only for 2 minutes. And I can tell you that I'm highly trained. I've gone over to England to train. I've trained with the best, all the mediums that you would know on TV I have trained with, and I have never come across that yet.
Okay. All right.
But we are trained in classes to be able to predict something for you.
Oh, okay.
So there are ways to learn how to work with your gifts so that you can predict the outcome.
Yeah, is that a difference between like fortune telling and being a medium? Like, is there a rivalry there?
So that's a big difference. So I'm a psychic medium, right? Yep. So every medium is a psychic medium, but not every psychic is a medium. Okay. So as a medium, I connect to those in heaven, right? I can give you a message from your loved one. A psychic is going into your aura and getting information from your aura. I actually don't work like that psychically as well. Okay. I always open myself up to the divine, even if I'm doing a psychic intuitive reading, because I want your guides, your angels, your loved ones, your ancestors. I want them to help me give you the answers that your soul needs to know.
Okay.
So yeah, I can pick up things from someone. You guys can. We're all born with that sixth sense ability. You go into a room and you're like, oh, I don't like the feeling of it in here. Let's leave. Yeah. You go into a party. It either feels like it's going to be a good party or we're going to skip this one. Right? Yeah, so that's that sixth sense. You meet someone and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I don't want to get to know this person. Or you're like, oh, this person feels like I've known them all my life, right? Yeah. You guys are being the psychics when you do that, because that's tapping into your own innate ability to use those senses. Gotcha. So we're all born with those.
I was going to ask who had the best aura out of us three, but if that's not your specialty, that's okay. I guess I was going to ask if you're able to see into Nic Cage's future and if there's better movies coming.
So I have to tell you that must have been like a little older of a movie, though, right? Because he was looking good, guys. He was, and Jessica Biel. I mean, they were looking gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
He's a great actor. I think. Do you guys like him as well?
We like him. We've watched
40 of his movies,
40 so far, and we're going to go through his whole catalog.
I'll tell you what Spirit just told me. So when I get a download, when you ask that question, I heard Spirit say he's going to do more movies when he's given a good script.
Okay.
Like now, I feel like he can choose and pick, or they're telling me that he's going to pick something that resonates with him.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So he has that luxury.
Sounds like he'll be doing more, but he's being picky at what he's accepting. Okay. Right.
Which is actually incredible because he went through a run of movies where he just took it for the money, and now he gets to pick and choose, I guess, because now he's getting paid again and he's on top again. We just found out he is playing John Madden in a movie that comes out in April about John Madden, and like that's a big deal, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so I'm getting
some of the movies that we have seen. I think you're right. He is back making his way up the mountain from the bottom, and I think I love what Spirit said.
That's cool.
So when you were talking, I was getting all goosebumps, and that means what you were saying is spot on. So they also show me that he will be making movies for a long time because they're giving him gray hair for me, like a long time, Bonnie. And that's all I have to do. I just tune in because before I came on, I said my prayers and I asked my angels and my guides and my teachers to assist me today. So they're right here and they're talking in my ear for you.
Before we get off here, I want to know your impressions, and you've given us a little bit of this, but what were your impressions of the movie Next? Did you love it? Is it, in one of the top echelons of movies that you've seen? What were your thoughts on just the entire idea of this movie?
Okay, guys. So to be honest, I'm a Hallmark girl, right? Like I want everything to just be sweet and kind and look like, Hallmark downtown, right? But it was a pretty good movie. I was surprised. I don't know who thought it up. I didn't watch, who directed or wrote it or whatever. Right. But it was pretty thought out. And, because it kept changing and everything.
Oh yeah.
So I thought it was pretty cool. I like how you guys. So you kind of just watch all of Nic's movies there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it one of your favorites, or what did you think about it?
Well, we'll end up covering that in our other portion of the podcast.
You can go ahead and tell her what you thought about it.
Well, just tell me, Anthony.
Tell her.
I don't know. I'm getting like this.
Yeah,
some of you like it and some of you didn't.
It was not my favorite movie.
It was not the worst movie. It was not the worst Nic Cage movie, though. I will say that.
So Spirit moves my hands, and they just went like this. I said, "What did you guys think of it?" And they went, "Nah." So some of you wishy-washy, or it's good, it's not.
Yeah.
Bonnie, when I was watching the movie, I was perplexed because I can't decide if Julianne Moore is a good actress or not. And I want to know, your thoughts on Julianne Moore. And then a second part of this question is, are you a Peter Falk fan? Are you a Columbo woman? No? Oh, no. I already saw it.
I'm so sorry I'm not. I think Jessica did a better job than,
Julianne Moore. You're absolutely right.
100%.
There needed to be some more feelings there, right? Some emotions, because you get caught up in their character when they're actually showing you more emotions with it, I think.
That is true. And then I have one more question for you, and then we can let old boy wrap this whole thing up.
No, I'm happy to be here. This is fun. So
Awesome. If you could see 2 minutes into the future and that was your power, how would you use that?
for good. I just heard for good. So I don't know who actually says that. Is it somebody? But it's you need to use your powers for good.
Absolutely.
Right? So you could help a lot of people, but remember, he could only see 2 minutes ahead of his own self.
Correct.
But he did save people.
He did. Yeah.
With the gift. So he did use it for good.
Yeah.
True. Are you a big movie buff?
Some, but probably not what you guys watch.
Okay. So
no one should watch what we watch.
No. You said you're in the Hallmark. That's your thing.
Genre, kind of. You know why, guys? I'll tell you, because it's all energy, right? So I tell my clients, try not to watch a lot of the news, because what you're being fed is what your body takes on. So if you watch, a killing movie right before you go to sleep, those thoughts go to bed with you.
Okay.
So for me to sit there and watch a nice squishy show, that's what I'm taking to bed with me, right?
Gotcha.
Like, everything ended beautifully and the Christmas tree is lit, that kind of thing. But if you're watching NCIS or something like that, and you're taking all that energy in, and it's making your stomach and your heart go like that, and then you're taking that energy into your dream time.
Okay.
Yep.
So at night is when our bodies do all of the healing, and we get all of our downloads at night while we're sleeping. And that's because that's when our brain is quieted, and that's when the spirit world, your team, can get through to you. So Nicolas Cage did that in the movie. He went like this. It works better if you're just quiet, he said.
Okay.
And he went like this. What he was doing was wiping the slate clean of his own memories and thoughts. And that's when the spirit world can then impress upon you the things that were going to happen.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, very cool.
So if you ever want to get you want to ask a question, remember, if you don't want it to be your own stuff rattling around in your head, that's why meditation is a place to get some downloads. A lot of people that write movies or music, it's because a thought comes to them in their dream time or a meditation.
Okay. Bonnie, Nick.
Hold on, I have one more question.
Go ahead.
Is there any way we could use astro projection to communicate with Nic Cage to get him to come on our podcast?
So all you have to do is all three of you sit together and send out that vibe, and then Spirit's telling me, I don't know if you wrote letters or not or whatever, but they're like, well, there has to be some action that takes place too, right? We can't manifest anything by just saying, I want it. We have to show action. And once we start showing action, the universe can kick in and start helping us.
That's
So letter campaign.
So, in the movie, is it okay if I talk another couple
Sure.
minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
He was doing a lot of kind of remote viewing, right?
Okay.
So have you guys heard of remote viewing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So they used it in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
They actually hired psychics, people that was good at remote viewing, to see where bombs was or to see what the enemy was doing. It was a whole thing. You can look it up, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
When you go to a remote viewing class, they take you through the whole thing of what the army was doing to get the goods on the enemy. And it was remote viewing because I'm actually pretty good at it myself.
Dang.
So, but I wrote that note down because that kind of ties into the movie as well.
Right.
Because he would go like this and he would say, "Where is she?" And then they would show her. She's up here on the second floor.
Right.
That was remote viewing.
Interesting.
So technically, you could have been used.
I could have. They
Time
paid
sensitive in
people.
World
It
War
was-
II.
It was a job.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, I bet.
It was. They dismantled it after a few years, but I promise you it's a thing. You guys can look it up. It's a thing. They really did that.
Okay.
So,
Bonnie, Nic Cage has filmed 129 movies so far. So if I could ask this one question, I ask of everybody, is there one movie that stands out to you or is memorable to you in Nic Cage's filmography that you just remember?
I remember him being in movies, but I'm not remembering names
Okay.
very well.
All good.
And they're giving me one. I'm not sure. There was one that was very spiritual, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you guys know the one I'm talking about?
There is Left Behind, which was had a spiritual side.
Yeah. Ghost Rider.
Knowing has kind of like a spiritual, like psychic energy side.
He's the spirit of vengeance in Ghost Rider.
Yep.
I don't know, but I've seen him in something. I'm like, oh, that's kind of spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think he does have a very spiritual side to him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's another thing I'm getting when I'm kind of connecting with his soul, though. He feels like he could be a little standoffish.
Yeah.
So if you need to get in touch with him, it would take multiple times because he's got his guard up a little. And I think I don't know his story, guys. I know you do. But I think that's from things that have happened in the past. Now he kind of has a wall around him a little
I
bit.
get that. Yeah.
Okay. His soul got a little damaged from the trauma that he's been through.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's good to know.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Bonnie, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Please share plug your podcast and YouTube. Tell us where we and our listenership can find you.
So my podcast is called Messages from Heaven with psychic medium Bonnie Cage. That's my YouTube channel. All my socials are under Medium Bonnie Page.
Okay.
And the same thing for my website, bonniepagemedium.com.
Awesome.
So everything's on there, telephone number, all kinds of things. I'm all over the place.
Awesome. All right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having
thank you
me.
so
This
much.
was fun. It was wonderful meeting you.
Yeah, it
I'm
was nice to
glad
meet you.
I said yes. So.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for doing it. Yeah, this has been awesome.
All right.
Bonnie, thank you so much. Continue to watch Nic Cage films. They will not disappoint you.
I'm gonna go look some up now.
There you go. We suggest
where I can see him, and then I'm like, and I don't remember the name.
Yeah, we suggest a David Lynch film called Wild at Heart. It is absolutely beautiful. If that doesn't work for you, Moonstruck
Moonstruck, yeah, you'd
awesome
like- yeah.
too.
Maybe it
It's a
was
hallmark.
Moonstruck
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I did see. Yeah.
I think you'd like Moonstruck.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Yeah.
Good luck. Remember, keep asking him. It might take a while.
Will do.
We
Awesome.
will.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Bonnie.
Have a wonderful night. All right, that was so fun interviewing Miss Bonnie Page. A lot to unpack there.
Oh yeah,
right?
dude.
Yeah. I'm going to work on my astral projection
Yeah.
and my letter writing.
Yeah.
I think we need to do that after as we wrap.
We
We'll
need
astro
to
project. the
We
three of
need
us.
to figure out how to reach out to Nicolas Cage. If we can all pull our auras together and we can create one Captain Planet aura, we can send out that beam of light to Mr. Nicolas Cage and get him on this podcast with Bonnie's help. And she is the water of the Captain Planet aura, and we're gonna fight.
Could you imagine, like, us three on the astral plane meeting Nic Cage.
Yeah, us three and Bonnie, because she's our guide.
And
Our
he's like, no, man, I'm good.
Yeah. Bonnie is going to send us into the Cageosphere. But before we get there, we've got to go ahead and knock some things out on this podcast. The opening scene of 2007's next. I have to say, this is Bucky's establishing shot.
The diner?
The fucking... A martini at a diner at 8:09 a.m. First of all, what diner in the world serves hard liquor? And what
Vegas.
Even if they do serve hard liquor, are they serving martini in martini glasses? The same place that they're serving waffles and like those, cups of coffee.
Yeah,
like nobody orders a martini at 8:09 a.m.
But it's Las Vegas, man. It's the city of sin. I think
We
you're
learned
okay.
that. We've learned that in leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I wasn't that taken aback.
Yeah, and I also kind of get the sense that this is not his first time there, right? Like, this
Right.
is probably a place that he goes. This is like part of a routine that he has or something.
Yeah, and maybe that's part because he has this reoccurring dream, so maybe he's always drinking a martini in there, so he doesn't want to fuck with fate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
And maybe they just gave him a martini glass because he's there every day or something. I don't know.
So he keeps looking back to the window. We're going to figure out something like that is going on in the future, but something nobody ever comes through the door. So let's open the movie with the opening credits. Las Vegas. We get Bucky's establishing shot. We get the classic, over the strip. We get the Elvis music playing in the background.
Of course.
We get everything that we need. We open the movie with Frank Cadillac, who is in the back dressing room. And I love this. Did you guys catch this? When he's walking through the back dressing room, the first thing you see is a woman looking in a mirror and getting herself ready.
Right.
She looks like she's part of a strip show or whatever. Or like,
Showgirl.
Showgirl, right? That is the girl from Sunny who was in the bathroom scene that I loved so much.
Oh my God! Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
She's in this movie for like 3 seconds,
Wow.
but
Okay.
just voluptuous body, and
mean-
that's all we need.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah, wow.
Man.
I didn't know if you
good
guys were going to
catch.
catch that.
Yeah,
didn't
you
know.
went
All
on a
right,
deep
so
dive.
because I like pretty women. Anyway, Chris Johnson is Las Vegas magician.
CJ.
Not a very good one. And I said, is this just leaving Las Vegas with a job? Because we get an alcoholic and now like this guy has to get on stage. My favorite part about like all of this is when you're watching this opening scene and he's on the stage, because I love magicians and I want to see this like play out.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's like, where are you from? You must have soul. And I'm like,
bad.
what is happening?
Dude.
Not a good performance.
No, he gets back up on there. He says, hey, your necklace is going to fall off. I'm like, what? Like, how is this possible?
That was his real life wife at the time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
did
that.
read that.
Yeah, it was.
So he gets up there, does a shitty performance, but we've got like basically. Have you ever seen Can You See Me? What's
Yeah.
the movie?
Now you see me, now you don't.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Yeah,
So you've
maybe.
got Morgan Freeman
Oh, no.
and his sidekick sitting in the audience. I feel like that's the same
Yeah.
thing as Julianne Moore and her sidekick in this movie. So I get a lot of movies from this, honestly. He gambles and drinks so many martinis in this movie. We're just looking at an alcoholic with a magician job.
I guess. And he uses his ability to like skim the casinos a little bit. He doesn't want a big
Yeah.
score. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, do a big score, come back 5 years later and do a big one.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe you could change your look enough or something, but
Something,
I don't
yeah.
know. I feel like what he's doing could fly under the radar.
True.
It's just like he doesn't because of the movie.
Yeah. Because they're clearly on to him.
Yeah, he can see 2 minutes into the future. We get a glimpse of that in the very beginning of this movie. His first task, he stops a robbery, like Snake Eyes to me. And I wrote Snake Eyes a bunch in this movie. I don't know
Okay.
why. Maybe it was Atlantic City,
Atlantic
Vegas.
City.
But
Sure.
he like stops this robbery because he can see 2 minutes into the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then he escapes in this creative Snake Eyes type scene. I feel like, I don't know, that or like Ocean's 11.
No, you're right. It was like it wasn't like it, but like it could have been a one shot, kind of like that opening of Snake Eyes or something like that. Is what it kind of felt like. I feel like if there was a better budget, maybe a better director or something, this would have been a one shot and it would have been like really fucking tight. Because like the way they did it with him like ducking behind people and everything, like I don't know.
Yeah, he was bobbing and weaving through the people looking for him. So yeah.
I mean, but he was like literally like right, like could breathe on some of these security guys' neck. Like he was that close, and they're like screaming in his ear, like he's right behind you. And they're just like, huh? What?
He's to your right. He's to your left. He's right between both of you. And like it's like this is unrealistic. Anyway, goes outside, steals a car. Then we get some Gone in 60 Seconds chase scene stuff.
I think this guy is Memphis Reigns. That's my contribution to the Cageverse. I think that's maybe Memphis Reigns is the clairvoyant. That's how he's able to steal cars and drive so well.
Okay. Anyway, we get the car chase, the train premonition. He knows what's going to happen because he can see 2 minutes in the future, so he drives 20 miles an hour faster to beat this train.
Right.
And then we find out Callie is on the hunt. Callie is played by Julianne Moore. She's the FBI agent.
Inept.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes in Juicebox, I should have sent this out to you, but if you can pull it for this podcast, that'd be great. The boss of the CIA, this is one of my favorite scenes, probably my only favorite scene in the whole movie. Boss of the CIA explaining what's going on.
The Russian Federation has a 10-kiloton nuclear munition unaccounted for.
I understand that.
I'm not sure you do. We need every agent available beating the street. That bomb was stolen 5 weeks ago. We've just been informed of it now, which means it could be parked under this truck for all we know. I need actionable intelligence, not paranormals and bullshit magicians.
Like, what kind of idea is this that she brings to the head of the FBI? I'm gonna tell you about this magician in Vegas named Frank Cadillac. He can see 2 minutes into the future, and we're gonna use him to stop this international terrorism thing that's about to set off a nuclear bomb in Las Vegas.
So, I mean, if she knows he can see 2 minutes in the future, then why wouldn't she just like approach him as a regular person, strike up a conversation for 2 minutes, and then completely surround him, and like just instead of just trying to swat him all the time?
Yeah. One thing I was going to say, though, like, because I had a similar question, but then, I mean, honestly, after talking to Bonnie, like, she was talking about how in World War II they were using, like, what did she say?
Remote
viewers to, like, try to learn secrets. So it's like maybe it was, like, supposed to be a callback to that of some sort. They don't allude to that in the movie in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm just bridging that connection in my brain right now.
Yeah.
Because, I don't like if there's a nuclear bomb and there's terrorists in the country, the last fucking person I want to try to solve this case is a magician. No offense to magicians.
Then he gives her 5 days with him. He's like, all right, you got 5 days. And I'm like, what is this?
I'd have pulled her ass off the case.
Yes.
And I mean, and the bad guys are like, all right, so now they got this guy that can see 2 minutes in the future. Man, why don't they just go to a different city? Like, let's get 30 minutes away from this clown.
Agreed.
I mean? Anyway,
there's
I'm
so much
sorry.
wrong. All right, so the car chase ends. We meet Irv.
Peter Falk.
He's the advisor, calming presence of this movie. He's in it for all of 3 total minutes. Never
and you
makes
can
a reprise.
understand what he's saying, kind of.
Yeah. Callie and Chris meet in Irv's garage. Well, I guess in the future, because they don't technically meet. He meets her because he can see 2 minutes into his own future, and he can have a conversation with someone. And if that conversation goes awry, he can bail.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, at this point in the movie, I was done with this gimmick. I was done with this. Okay,
Dude.
This isn't really what's happening. This is just the 2 minutes, even though this 2 minutes is actually fucking 8 minutes. Or whatever.
An 8-minute dialogue was supposed to be 2 minutes into the future, so he gets away.
Yeah, when they did that, I was just like, is this what this whole
same.
movie's gonna be like?
All right, let's close scene, open scene. Let's meet the bad guys, disguised as the Gaming Commission with Russian accents. She is a very short scene, shoots the casino manager, and was like, hey, where is this magician dude? And I'm like, all right, now what does the enemy, like, what do they need with this guy? Like, what does this 2 minutes have to do with anything? Just think smarter. Think 7 minutes ahead. Think 2 hours ahead.
Boom.
I mean,
Yeah.
they want to catch the guy who can see ahead 2 minutes because they don't want the FBI to be able to see ahead 2 minutes. And this guy just can see ahead 2 minutes, and he doesn't want anything to do with any of them.
Just take it to another city. Just go to another city that he's not in.
That's correct. What a great film. Anyway, let's meet Jessica Biel because we got the Jessica.
I mean, yeah. It is so stupid. Like, seriously, like, these terrorists have planned and planned and planned and stolen a nuclear bomb and want to detonate it. And they're like going to be foiled by a fucking magician. Like, do you
in
think
120 seconds.
like, you're the mastermind of this operation, and someone comes to you and they're like, hey, we heard they got a guy that can see 2 minutes into the future, and be like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, would that matter? We're already 5 hours gone.
Yeah.
We're in Mexico. We're fucking like the bomb's
dude.
gonna go off.
Set it off and let's leave. Like, that's it.
Crazy.
Let's just set it off now. How about that?
Yeah.
Next thing in this movie, we meet Jessica Biel. The diner scene. She is way too young for Nic Cage, first of all.
100%.
And second of all, this is like a Groundhog Day approach. And I wrote, he could have been her dad. I mean, dude, this is like, I couldn't put a word on it, but it's like
Creepy.
infiltrating, like that. This is not right.
No, it's creepy, dude. He's working every scenario to get in them panties.
We saw it, Bill Murray, Groundhog Day, when he goes in. I can't remember the actress's name, but he
lays everybody in the
do you
town.
remember the thing in Groundhog Day where he's like, hey, I'm going to drink to, baseball, and she's like, I want to drink to world peace. Then he starts the day over and he's like, I want to drink to world peace. And you're absolutely right. This is creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, so we get this diner scene.
Real quick, though, let me just bring up something random. You said it took 3 hours to do his hair in Ghost Rider. How many hours did it take to do his hair in this movie?
My very first note is that fucking hair.
That's mine was too. Mine was opening shot, Nic Cage hair. That's the first thing I noticed.
Man.
Anyway,
It's not good. None of it is good. Like,
Nah,
how are you
man.
going to pick up Jessica Biel in her prime, like looking like that, right?
Movie magic.
yeah, no, like manipulation.
Yeah.
Manipulation is absolutely right. All right, so let's get back to the movie. What we've established in this movie so far is that Chris is a psychic, right? He's in love with Liz. Callie is chasing him, which is an FBI agent.
Right.
Bad guys are after him too, but first of all, when the bad guys are after him, you're like, how do they know that they have?
Because
Like
they're
the
following
FBI's on top of them, and like,
I think they're just tracking the FBI, which is also dumb. But
yeah, and his only crimes at this point are being
Speeding.
really creepy to Jessica Biel.
Yeah. And kind of gaming the system at the casino, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
which they don't really have any proof of at all.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's the other thing I wrote down. Like, just to jump back real quick, and now I won't spend too long on this, but like, he's not doing anything wrong that they can like they can't prove that he's doing anything wrong at the
Right.
casino, that he's
No.
cheating in any way, shape,
Yeah.
or form. He runs, stops that robbery. Like, probably could have just been like, yo, this guy had a gun, and then like got questioned and maybe tossed out of the casino or something. And he just runs and steals a car. And then he's on the run from everybody, like gangsters and the police and the FBI and everything. Like, this dude is just,
yeah, it's a good point, man.
But
He
at
is-
this point in the
that's a
movie,
really
how
he does
do-
not make good life decisions.
How do the nuclear terrorist guys? How do they know that he's the mark? And like, it shows them at the end of, like, I'm going to call it Act 1, knowing he's the mark, right? And then we open Act 2, I call it the bomb, with bad guys and bad accents and bad guy clothing. Like, when that guy walks into that warehouse, it's like the one dude's in the suit, the one dude's in all black. You go upstairs, you have like the girl who's
Yeah.
and her love interest, also dressed in bad guy clothing. All of them have 4 different accents. I don't know how they met each other. Like, this is just, it's not good. It's not believable to me.
No.
Let's talk about this for a second. Nic Cage convinces Jessica Biel within 5 minutes to get in her car and drive to Flagstaff, Arizona. And on the way, Jessica Biel's got to stop because she's a teacher and go to this like schoolhouse way down in this canyon, which looks like nobody should be walking down in this canyon to go to school. Like that looks like a broken everything.
Yeah, it's like an indigenous school.
Yeah, to get to it. And then all of a sudden you're getting like this.
It's so
Kids with like you got these kids saying it's not your boyfriend. They had just like we're like 3 hours into this meeting, right?
Yeah.
Is that your boyfriend? He comes over, does a little bit of magic, takes a rock off a kid, puts a little iguana on him or whatever, and then she looks up and oh my God, she's in love. I'm gonna continue to talk about how Jessica Biel is her character is a psycho in this fucking movie. Because,
I mean, he's doing
she is clingy, psycho, crazy woman. Bullshit.
I mean, he's just as I don't know. He's been stalking her forever, and then they hook up, and he is like immediately like in love with her, and like that's it. And I mean, she's just like
he's
just the same, I guess.
Y'all can believe in love at first sight, but I believe in psychoism because she gets back in the car, and now he's driving, and she's laying on his head. 6 hours into them knowing each other.
Oh, I agree.
6 hours.
I agree. It's dumb.
All right. Then what happens?
They go to a hotel.
Okay. They go to. This is where I put it. They go to a hotel together, rent the same room, and then she comes out in a towel. I'm saying 8 hours into them meeting each other.
It's like
takes a shower and then expects him to sleep in the car. Then feels bad for him sleeping in the car, so invites him back in, and then they bang about 10, maybe 11 hours.
Yeah, dude. And when was the last time this dude took a shower?
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, who knows?
Day one, all of this is happening between this love story. To develop this love interest so fast in this movie, it's absolutely unbelievable. All right.
Yeah, dude. So
then let's shift back over to the nuclear alert. Basically, all of California is about to be blown up, according to the FBI. They showed that little bubble in the movie, and it's like from San Francisco all the way down, all the way to Las Vegas and everything. And I'm like, this one bomb, like, we've watched movies in the past. You got to have a pretty big bomb to take out that entire part of the country.
I mean, I guess that was just like the fallout and shit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I love the leader of the FBI. This old guy in this movie is my favorite person in the movie. Comes in, talks shit, says, y'all got to get your shit together. He's like a NFL football coach. He comes in, motivates them. And then like Callie, Julianne Moore, terrible actress, comes in and she's like, yeah, guys, we got to get this shit. Y'all are fucking up. And like, I'm like, I don't believe you at all.
No. Yeah. It's just all so flat. Everything she does is so flat.
Very flat.
Then her idea was like, we got to go get that magician. Which is like, this 2 minutes is gonna save it. Y'all couldn't thought of any other plan in this whole movie.
Dude.
That's the FBI is just incompetent in like every movie. We watch.
Yeah. Great point.
Anyway, let's back to the cabin. I said, damn, I already covered this. Damn, they banged after the first kiss, not even 24 hours in.
Because he's played every scenario to make it happen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep. Then she wants to go out and make him breakfast. So she leaves the cabin to go buy the food, cook the food. This girl is like, she's clingy.
Okay. If he can see 2 minutes into the future, he's probably good in bed too, right? Like he's probably like working every angle to make it the best experience.
They should have showed that in this movie.
Yeah,
didn't.
She's probably like, damn, dude, I owe this cat breakfast.
God. So she goes out and gets some breakfast, and she's intercepted by the FBI. They're lying to Liz. This is bullshit. I got defensive in this part of the movie because I was like, man, this is they're just some bullshit to her, right?
Yeah,
I agree.
An innocent girl.
Well, yeah, and if they really needed him, why don't they just take a different approach? Like, hey, this is the real situation. We need him on board. Instead, we're just going to lie to you, drug his ass, and then force him to do it.
Yeah. So back in the cabin, she's like, what do they want from you? And he's like, well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. And she's like, I don't believe it. And she's like, I do believe it. And she, like, I'm telling you, she's a clingy type girl. She just wants a relationship,
I
right?
guess so, man. Because even knowing that, she's like, no, my privacy wasn't invaded here. This is good. This is good for me.
Crazy. It's like she's never had a boyfriend in her life and just wants one. And then he comes up with this plan to escape from this cabin. And I'm like, what kind of elaborate downhill plan is this?
My God.
Like, this is the most intense. This is where all the budget of the movie went.
Yeah,
Clearly.
absolutely.
He just jumps off a cliff and then like sets off rolling boulders and
Dodging
covered
bullets.
wagons and like
He dodged a bullet. He dodged a bullet. He dodged a car.
Yeah.
a bullet, and now everybody, the FBI, the bad guys, they're all rolling down this hill like those people chasing after that cheese. I mean, it's insane in this movie.
It is. It's crazy, and the effects are not that good at that spot
No,
either. It's like
not
basically
at all.
like the climax of the movie as far as action goes. Yeah,
You're right.
they're just like,
And they all get to the bottom of the hill, and like he's like cool, right? He stands up. The FBI agent Callie, Julianne Moore, standing there with a gun, and she's like, "You really gonna kill me?" And he looks up, and like all these things are gonna roll down on top of her. Then he saves her,
Yeah.
which is CGI'd to fuck.
Yeah.
But he saves her, and then they take him, and then we get a shot of Jessica Biel running down the road, and she gets picked up
By the terrorists.
by the bad guys. So if he could see 2 minutes in the future, why didn't he see where she was going?
And also,
And all that's and like,
'cause-
how did he not know she was going to get picked up?
so yeah, because clearly Jessica Biel amplifies his powers, right?
okay. I don't know. I had a
more
question
than 2
about
minutes.
that. I had a question about that, and it's like, I mean, to jump ahead and to spoil it, like, none of this is real.
Right.
After they hook up at the cabin and they show that scene where like the camera shot where it zooms up from the bed or whatever, like everything after that is not real. So like within which is obviously longer than 2 minutes now, like he's projecting what, like a day or something.
Yeah, way out.
So can he use his powers within using his powers?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Like Inception?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But like,
Something.
can he see 2 minutes into the future inside of him seeing 1 day into the future or whatever he's doing when he's in bed with Jessica Biel?
I don't know, but he allows himself to get caught, right?
Stupid.
And then we get this fucking Clockwork Orange eye thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I haven't seen this in forever. And they definitely pulled that from Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
Keeping
yeah.
the eye open, watching the TV, seeing the TV 2 minutes into the future or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right.
this
But it's not 2 minutes in
interrogation-
the future. It's more than that because he doesn't have 2 minutes to save her. It's further.
Yeah. No, it's insane. So he sees Liz blowing up on a parking garage in a wheelchair. Then, like, he starts working. He's sorry. All right, cool. I'll work with the FBI. You've got me. You got my girl that I've known for about 23 hours. You've
Yeah.
got my heart at this point. I will work with you to stop these bad guys. And then we get this big. Actually, the second part of the budget goes to the action scene at the port because it's time to infiltrate the bad guys. And they come in with helicopters and they know where they're going to be at because he can see 2 minutes in the future. They've got car crashes, helicopters, bombs going off,
Gunfights. It's just
gunfights.
all
like,
of it. Yeah.
yeah. And then we see Nicolas Cage in the middle of it get shot. And I was like, damn, he got shot? Wait. No, I forgot I'm watching next.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he can use his power within the that's
Yeah,
right, all right.
no, so he didn't get shot. And then I said, what multi-cages? Like, what this is Matrix type shit. They're going after the bad guys in this warehouse. And then all of a sudden he's like, you guys take all the other floors. I got this one. And then he just like spawns out 5 Nic Cages on every side.
It's like Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yes. And he was going to check shit and come back to shit. But like, what happens if somebody walks up right then and just pops like the ground zero Nic Cage? Like,
All the other ones disappear.
he's
Yeah.
done?
The movie ends.
Yeah.
We're all saved.
Because after that, they all come back together, and then when they're shooting at him, he's like matrixing things.
Because he dodged
Like-
all those bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even a hole in his jacket.
Yeah. The crazy thing is they didn't even find the bomb. Like, they're going after this bomb, and they don't find the bomb. And then what's the next scene of this movie? What the fuck? They're actually still in bed with each other. So
Right.
we have seen... I'm
One
gonna
scenario.
say 2 hours in the future.
Yeah, we've seen one scenario.
Big scenario, though.
I
Like,
mean, it's half the movie.
you got to figure it out. So they're still in bed. He wakes up. He calls Julianne Moore. He says, I'm going to help you out. And then you get that same scene where I'll be back in a week or a month or whatever, but wait for me, because you've only known me 23 hours. And I promise.
But I've been mind stalking you for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing about this movie is that the motel they're at is the Cliffhanger Motel. And it kind of ends
was
on it kind of ends on a cliffhanger.
It does.
I was like, that was probably the cleverest thing in this movie. And it's blatant.
You're absolutely right. Actually, you know what the most clever thing in this movie is the closing credits
Rolling
scroll
backwards.
backwards.
Didn't like Memento or something do
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Did they? I don't think I've ever seen that before, but the closing credits
Oh.
scrolling backwards.
You've seen Memento though, right?
I have seen that
Okay,
movie.
okay.
Yes. I don't think I was paying attention at the end. That is our review or our walkthrough of 2007's Next. Let's go ahead and get into a couple of...
Why did it need to end on a cliffhanger? You know, that's also so fucking stupid. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And you can't even like make a sequel. You can't be like
Yeah.
Next 2 or what's a word that comes after Next? After?
Yeah.
Like you have no title
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the next movie.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because like, why would you have any confidence that he's going to actually do better this time? He's obviously not good at what he's doing. Like,
I think he laid Jessica Biel and skipped town because there's a bomb about to go off.
Took her with him.
Yeah, he's like, sorry,
And them teeth.
I'm out of here.
Yep. All right, so we have a couple of segments before we get out of here. One is movie marriage. It's where we take 2 movies that we thought inspired this movie. We put them together. We give you an idea of what you can see or what you can expect if you've never seen the movie Next. I'm going to go first this week. I've said both of those in this podcast so far.
Okay.
I've got Groundhog Day and Snake Eyes.
Okay. I mean, I can get that. All right. I've got Premonition, which I've never seen, and
Why do you do that?
and Minority Report, because Minority Report is it's this but done better. This is a film based off of a Philip K. Dick like short story.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever read Philip K. Dick?
I didn't read this story.
I hadn't read this one either, but so's Minority Report. This one's just done better, or Minority Report's just done better than this.
Okay.
Yeah. I went Now You See Me, Now You Don't, because
Good,
the
yep.
magic aspect.
Which they're coming out with a new movie, which I'm absolutely pumped about. I don't know if y'all are in that realm, but I love those movies.
See that I didn't see the sequel because it was like
The sequel is better than the first one.
Is
I
it?
think the third one could be better.
Is it
than
Jesse
all of
Eisenberg?
them. Yeah.
I mean, all those movies are just get to a point where it's like, okay, like this is, I don't know, it's just dumb.
Ocean's 11, but with magic.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
basically.
Yeah.
And then the other movie I had was True Lies because of the stolen nuclear bomb.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, sweet. I like that.
True Lies is so much better than this movie.
I agree.
I still can watch True Lies to this day because of JLC and Tom
Arnold.
Tom Arnold. I'm a big Tom Arnold fan. I don't know why.
Okay.
He's great in that
I
movie.
learn something new about you all the time.
All right, let's get on to the tagline of this movie. It's where we read the original tagline that you can find on a movie poster, and then we give you our version of what I think what we think the tagline should be. What is the original tagline, Juicebox?
Next, if you can see the future, you can save it.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Next, if you can see the future, you can save yourself from seeing this film.
God, I had to like the same thing.
Damn it.
Oh, damn. Did we all write the same thing?
No. Next. Excuse me.
Sounds like vampire, like Dracula.
What kind of beans do they use in this coffee?
Great tagline.
Hold on. Next. Excuse me. Do you have a light?
Excuse me. Do you have light?
All right, it's time to rate it. You guys have been waiting this entire episode. We got Bonnie's review earlier in this episode of, she didn't give us a rating, but she gave us a review.
A review, yeah.
Which
she
we
did.
appreciated. So we still don't know what's going to go on. You guys don't like influencing, so we're going to roll this 3-sided die to see who goes first on their rating. Then we'll go in clockwise order. It's 2. Oh, boy.
Man, I watched it 3 times. Paid for it twice. There's just too many plot holes. The acting wasn't good. I mean, Nic Cage did okay, I guess, but I don't know, man. It fell very flat with me. It was just not good.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 1, season 3 extends the streak. Oh boy, has officially rated the last 7 Nic Cage movies his lowest rating.
I'm
We are
trying.
excited about this.
I'm trying. I can't. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
All right, Juicebox.
So I've been on this kick that's I've been trying to look at movies a different way. I've been trying to appreciate even bad movies and find good stuff that's in them or something that's entertaining or I've been trying to find the best in movies because it's not easy to make a movie. So I don't know.
Sure.
I couldn't do it in this movie. This movie was it was hard to watch. It was boring. It was somewhat predictable, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me, and I don't ever want to watch it again, ever.
Yep. So you guys know I'm really into magic. I'm going to go ahead and give my rating right now. Sorry, I just had to tease you guys there. This movie fucking sucks. And
Yeah.
I think Julianne Moore, I'm going to continue to say it. I will never watch a Julianne Moore movie again unless she's in a Nic Cage film from
God,
now
is
until
she?
we're done with this podcast. Jessica Biel, terrible in this movie. I think all of the actors are awful. Even Nic Cage in this movie. I think watching this, and again, Old Boy, I watched it twice. I paid for it twice because I watched it too far apart from each other. I wanted so much more after reading the plot. I thought
Yeah.
reading the plot before we go into these things, I get so excited, and this one let me down so much. And you could have done anything. You could have done anything with a $78 million budget, and you didn't. So, yeah terrible rating. Next, in fact, perfect title. I just want to be what Nic Cage movie is
Next.
I just wanted, and actually, I'm not super excited because I wasn't a huge fan of the first National Treasure, and the next movie that we're gonna do here on season 3 of Bucky's Basement Casting Cage episodes is National Treasure: Book of Secrets.
Oh,
Yep.
it's got Ed Harris in it. I have seen this movie.
Yeah, I have not seen this movie. I had not seen the first National Treasure. But I am excited. We're adding some new actors. We're going to bring in some old actors. I was a fan of Justin Bartha, I think in the first one.
Okay.
And that chick that was in Inglourious Bastards.
Yep.
She was great.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Diane
we're getting
Kruger.
an all-new adventure on National Treasure Book of Secrets. Thank you guys so much for listening to Bucky's Basement. You can find us buckysbasement.com, all social media at Bucky's Basement. Wherever you're listening to us today, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Podbean, YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, rate, and subscribe. We're going to have more special guests, just like Miss Bonnie Page, because we want to bring somebody on for each one of these episodes to give us their idea. But, you know, wherever you're listening to us, we want you to see 2 minutes into the future and you see where you're going to be, right? In 2 minutes, whether that's 2 minutes down the road, 2 minutes down the sidewalk, 2 minutes in this office meeting. Before those 2 minutes, you got to figure out that best time to do it, right? You're going to see what's going to happen, and you're going to get your break, and you're going to stand up no matter where you're at, and you're going to tell them.
Tell your mom I did.